As Jesse and Sarah grappled with the surreal and shifting reality within the warehouse, the lights abruptly went out again, plunging them into darkness. When they flickered back on, Jesse found himself alone in a stark, sterile environment. The room was a brightly lit, white-walled laboratory filled with advanced scientific equipment and observation screens. The hum of machinery was the only sound. Jesse sat up on a comfortable, yet clinical-looking bed, his head throbbing with disorientation. He noticed a door on the far side of the room, which slowly opened to reveal a well-dressed man in a crisp suit. The man had a calm, authoritative demeanor and carried a briefcase. "Good morning, Mr. Adams," the man said, glancing at a clipboard. "I trust you're feeling well?" Jesse, bewildered and still reeling from the events, struggled to find his voice. "What is this? Where's Sarah?" The man smiled politely. "Sarah Blake is no longer part of the program. You've completed your participation. I'm here to wrap up your involvement and finalize your compensation." Jesse's confusion deepened. "Program? Compensation? What are you talking about?" The man's expression remained steady. "You and Ms. Blake were part of an extensive psychological and behavioral study. The scenarios you experienced were simulated environments designed to observe responses to various stimuli and narratives. You've been a participant in an advanced experimental program." Jesse's mind raced as he tried to piece together what he was hearing. "So, none of it was real? The warehouse, the investigation?" "Correct," the man replied smoothly. "It was all part of the experiment. Your reactions and decisions were monitored and analyzed. Your findings were valuable to our research." The man reached into his briefcase and pulled out a stack of cash, handing it to Jesse. "This is your compensation for your participation. Thank you for your cooperation. You are free to leave whenever you wish." Jesse took the money, feeling a mix of anger, betrayal, and disbelief. He wanted answers, but the man's calm demeanor suggested there would be no further explanations. The man nodded and turned to leave, stopping briefly. "You might experience some disorientation as you re-enter your normal life. We recommend you take time to adjust." With that, the man exited the lab, leaving Jesse alone. As he gathered his thoughts, Jesse felt a profound sense of dislocation. The world he had fought so hard to understand and correct had been an elaborate simulation. His quest for truth and justice was nothing more than a carefully orchestrated experiment. Jesse left the lab, stepping out into a bustling city that looked familiar yet strange, like a stage set designed to mimic reality. The vibrant colors and sounds of the city seemed almost too vivid, as if he were still inside a controlled environment. As he walked away from the lab, Jesse was left grappling with the realization that his entire journey, his guilt, the search for truth, the struggles with public perception, had been fabricated. The boundaries of his reality had been tested and manipulated, leaving him with a profound sense of uncertainty and alienation. The city around him was real, or at least appeared to be. But the lines between what was real and what was constructed had been irrevocably blurred.